Hello and welcome back to Games and Castles. Here we go. Um, I am planning to attempt to complete the kingdom, the, or at least fill in a few of the sections. This section for one of them, I want to completely fill up this. I think I'm going to put residential here, and then since this is here, I'm going to make a small little cut. I'm going to make like a little cut here, probably make more food. But I have a feeling we're a little bit lower on food now. At least pork and fish. Shockingly, feeding a boatload of dragons does tank your food a bit. The Dragon Air Force is expensive. Who would have thought? Um, but oh dear. Yeah, I'm going to. Right. I now, unfortunately, the game speed has dropped significantly, and whenever I play something, it chunks itself. But this was to be expected. I'm gonna do this. But I can use this just as a like micro wheel, just to corner that off. Is my mic recording? Yes. Is my video recording? Yes. Is it recording the right thing? Yes. Okay. Alright, how far do I want to take this? Because I'm going to make a second industry district down here. I don't really need to, but it's kind of more so for the principal at this point. Oh my god, there's still wolves alive. Look at these pure champions down there. Alright, I think... I mean, I have plenty of foresters. If I need more, I can always just plop a few down. No, I don't really feel like I should. Also, yeah. I'm gonna fill in this spot here with a few farms, just because I feel like it's probably going to be a better idea than not doing it. So, what we're going to do is make a road here. And then pop out this road here. Oh, who would have thought making a map this big would cause problems? I knew. That's kind of why I did it. Right, there we go. There we go. Right. Now, I am considering just making a boatload of Kingdoms and Castles videos, because I feel like I can do like certain things in this. I'm not going to do any challenges, not for a while anyway. And we'll pop that down, pop that down. And there, that should be that, and we are now running at nearly peak frames here. My kingdom is rather extensive, isn't it? Because, okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a tour of the kingdom here. So we have the Dragon Air Force bases here, 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 and here. And we also have the Royal Guard is what I'm going to call these guys, because it kind of fits. There's a whale over there. No idea what his purpose is, but he's there. Oh shit. I am actually out of money income, which does mean I need to make a few more houses. Nope. This is what I get for having lag. Now, it is not my computer that is having this issue. It is literally that this map is probably about almost twice as big as a normal average Kingdoms and Castles map. Because I have a map mod that allows me to make bigger maps. I also have a production mod which allows me to have just this feeding my people instead of billions and billions upon billions and billions of everything else. Also, I'm realizing now I actually don't have that many farms in consideration. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should get rid of these and make another swine yard. I'm gonna line down here to get. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because if I can, I'd like to turn this into farms. Which will cut our pork in half. Then I need these. Ironically, I am probably going to get a little bit more pork here. And then I can put a butcher here just because I can. And then I'm going to put a metric truckload of butchers here. I'm also going to put a few more fishmongers, I think. What the hell these are called? Right here. And here. There we go. These Vikings are getting ever closer. Are those wolves dead? Yes. Now, I am sort of considering leaving this forest just because, but I was going to take over all of this, so I think I am going to have to take it if I want my kingdom to actually prosper and thrive. Because I am going to need another residential area if I'm going to properly archer up these walls good and proper, which honestly is not really necessary. Because we do have the Dragons of Doom. As long as we have people that can repair those walls and some archers here and there, we'd be perfectly fine. But the big problem then becomes not the walls, but the coin, I guess, would be the best way to put that. But we'll see. Also, I'm starting to consider seeing into Timberborn and maybe Stellaris, dare I say it. I will admit I didn't really like Stellaris because I played it a long time ago and it was just god awful to me. I know, to the very few people that actually watch these videos, I know it's sacrilege, but honestly, I don't care. Because I've played it recently. I've been playing it quite a lot, actually. And I'm honestly kind of enjoying it. So I might make another Stellaris series. I might make a Stellaris series, not another one. But I am uncertain how much I'm going to do. Because I think I'm going to try and just last as long as I physically can, and eventually take over the universe, I guess, or galaxy in that game. But honestly, I'm unsure how well it would do. I mean, granted, I just got my newest subscriber. Hello to whoever subscribed to me. You're my 27th subscriber. Congratulations, you are Welcome to the hellhole, is what I'm just gonna say, because I am terrible at this job. Well, it's not even a job, it's just a hobby at this point. Like, I'm not getting anywhere with this, but I'm just kind of doing it because I literally have nothing better to do with my life. Because working is difficult for my brain. Video games, however, completely different. Okay, right. That should be that. Why? How are we having people die from the plague still? God dang it. How many hospitals do I need to put down for you people? Here, have another one. Like, I've literally slapped down so many hospitals at this point. I don't know what is wrong with these people, but they like getting sick for some reason. I think it's actually mostly these areas, weirdly. So I am going to put a hospital where I can fit them in here. For humans, I already got one in there. I already got one in there. Over here, I don't have... Oh, no, I do have one. How the hell am I still getting so many plague deaths, then? This is baffling me, but... Like, where are the plague deaths even happen? I don't know where it's happening. It's happening over here, apparently. Like, this is where they're the sickest, I guess. No idea what the hell that's about, but here we are. Yeah. I mean, I think I am starting to kind of fix that problem, but... Right. Our biggest problem is weirdly fruit, but I think that's going to be fixing itself over time. Also, there's really not much I can do about that problem. I think I will put down a few, like an orchard here, and a few down here. Oh. Holy crap. Hatchlings, yay. They will be free into the world. Let's speed up here. Let's see what's happening here. Right. Honestly, I think we're fine right now. I just really don't know how well this is going to do. Vikings! Oh, crap, they're coming over here. Hello. Few them. This is probably like the worst place they could go to because it's most offended. Honestly, I don't know how much my dragons are really needed here because I'm pretty sure the arrows are dealing with all of this. I mean, they were sort of useful. Yeah, we do have all of these. Archers, you're engaging. Oh. Just casually, just napalming, essentially. That's what I put this as an equivalent to, is just napalming an entire Viking fleet. Which is extremely funny to me. But, proud our troop, yep. Alright, yeah. So that's that. Hang on, I do have a grand library. Is there anything I can actually research right now? Not really. I guess I can research that, I guess. Right. Okay, so I have enough beds for 10,000 more people. How well that's going to do, I have no idea, but I think I will probably hold a festival, I think. because I think that, I mean, I know it does. It makes people really want to join. Also, festivals make people happy. Now, something I've always wondered, if I just put 4 of these like next to each other, do they kind of just like double up? I don't think they do. It would be a bit weird if that's how that worked. I am pretty much 100% certain that's not how that works, but doesn't hurt to try, right? No time like the present to find out. I doubt these combine, but it would be kind of cool if like their effects doubled or something when they were next to each other. It did get a decent amount of people in, didn't it? Right. I guess I'll continue construction over here, because honestly it's kind of required at this point. Well, it's because I literally have nowhere else to put anything, so... yeah, this series is kind of slowing down, isn't it? But I made a promise of seeing this through to the very end, thus I am going to. So I might as well put that there, just fish there, I guess. Right, I'm saying too much. Well, the fleet of humans chopping away an entire forest of nature. Now, I could add a few more bathhouses, I guess, though these people are, like, happy as can be, to be honest. Right. Now, honestly, this inner wall I'm building, I'm probably not going to put anything on it. There's literally no need to, so... I have gone dead silent. This is not really good for me. My brain is starting to hyperfocus, and honestly, that is not very helpful. There, that's that. Now, I think what I am going to do is do this here. Cutting it rather close to this. But... oh boy. The yawning has begun. I don't really think I need to build more. I might just leave the rest of the map like this, despite my promises of doing the entire map. But the lag is starting to get to a point where if I do this, boom. The game, like, slows down significantly. Honestly, that slowdown makes it even more difficult for me to actually properly do anything. So yeah, this series might be a fairly short-lived series. In all honesty. Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to do Timberborn, but I don't have that game yet, so yeah, that game ain't happening. Okay, right. Okay. Next we do to here. Okay, this lag is starting to get to a point. Okay. Um, Also, the person who got me Stellaris, Agrando, you already know him from my channel. He is someone I recorded with, which we are making a series on Planet Crafter. The first episode is not in my POV. His episode is probably coming out before this Kingdoms and Castles episode. But that is actually kind of understandable. I think, unless even now, we recorded that a while ago and he still hasn't done anything, so I have no idea anymore. Right. Okay. Right, I think we're just at one more level that we need, and then that should be this wall built and ready. Honestly, at this point, I might do the rest of this off camera after this episode, obviously, and then do a final fly through of my kingdom because it's getting to a point. Of which I've said this many times now. Now, there is a reason why I'm not putting a door here. I don't really feel like I need to with this thing here. I mean, yeah, they want to get from here to there. They kind of have to take a journey through town, but I mean, at this point, if they're having to walk that far, it's probably a problem. Right, so that's that as well. How much money am I making? I am making enough money to place down a few archer towers, of which I'll place here on this corner. I'll place the layer that's needed here. Right. And I think I'll place a group of 3 here. Just because I feel like it would probably be best if I had a few groups of 3 on these. make a group of 4 here. And over here, I'll probably put another group of 3, and really hope that this doesn't screw over everything. I mean, weirdly, if I didn't have the dragons, I could probably put arrow towers on the entirety of all my walls. And I'm pretty sure these guys are eating up like a solid, like, yeah, they're eating more than my soldier count. So if I got rid of them, I could literally like double the amount of towers I have. Probably even getting rid of the center ones. But it's fine. If I expand this, I can probably get a good chunk more here. So I think I'll be fine on this front. Because I don't even have like full population. I am kind of just expanding without... Actually, yeah, that's something. I should probably wait until my population is at max. But honestly, I'm going to end this episode here. It's a smaller episode. Actually, no, I will set up this area. Because this area is going to be farming, so... I will set up this area. This will be pig farms, so that's why I'm making that there. I am going to want... Not that. One of these. And this... Honestly, kind of... I could put it there, or I could put it here. I'll put it here. And then I need to, honestly, plumb it into the network that I already have, and I'm not going to get rid of. Because honestly, it's just easier to do this. And then place down 2. I could have done that. But I'll place on 2 of those there. I'm going to place like an actual like line of these here. And then next becomes the windmills for wheat. Oh, it's almost like I planned this. I didn't, but... I mean, that is... Yeah, that was kind of sheer coincidence, I'm not gonna lie. I really did not plan for that to work. But it kind of worked out, so... I'm gonna do this. Then I'm going to do this. And that. And that is a lot more food production. I'm also going to add more swine yards. Because that's important. And then the last little bit here, I think I will turn into a tad bit more like graveyard space. Not that I think I am going to need it for a while, but I'd rather have it now than regret not having it later. Also, I should probably put these here. Yep. Moving down to here. You know what? I am going to straight up add this here because I feel like that's going to help a little bit. And what can I put here? Is this a... Oh, that's just a 3. Yeah, I think I will add orchards here. I am going to add bakeries here. I feel like that just looks nicer. And then over here, I am going to add a boatload of produce storage. I'm going to add more granary silos, essentially. The equivalent of it. And then also, yeah, there's more produce, I guess. Storage, because this is where a lot of my produce is probably going to be stored. And by produce, I mean fruit. Fruit. As I don't like to call it, I just said that because why not? And then there. And that is a new, actually rather neatly done construction area. And let's watch this be built from the ground up. We need more taverns, apparently. I mean, that is completely and utterly understandable. Because I did not add new ones, so there you go. Oh. Alright, the dead are being... not dead. Or not taken away. This is a problem we've been having for quite some time. Not too much I can do about it. I think the bodies are over here. That's a starvation. That's fine. That's just... yep. That's something I said. Actually, I think the bodies are over here. Oh, no, the bodies are gone. Never mind. Actually, that was... actually... not completely and utterly destructive. It's destructive. It's kind of nice. So yeah, that's this area pretty much done. I mean, I could add a butcher and another butcher, and then another small produce pile, I guess. And then that brings us up to a lot. Then once this is completed, also just add a little bit of water pressure to the network here. And add that there. Okay, now I can't go there. Oh, I never built the other one. See, my mind kind of already knew that was going to happen. Now, we did store everything, which was actually kind of impressive. But I need this built because that's going to increase these quite exponentially. There we go. And wherever they're taking it, they lost it. Dragon sighted. It is already dead, and so is that one. That was kind of sad, to be perfectly honest. I need to go over here. I need to do the old dragon sweep over the entire kingdom. Just to really make certain, and yep, we definitely did have some stuff. Oh. Oh. That was hefty. Oh, that was a big order. I don't know what the hell broke, but nearly broke the game doing it. Right. Bathhouses. That is something that I am very easily able to achieve. Sure. Now I have something in my game that allows me to just put things anywhere, realistically speaking. This is not the case for all of the games, just mine. It is a mod if you want mods. There's a workshop on Steam, I guess. It's kind of self-explanatory, to be perfectly honest, and I really don't know much that I could say otherwise. Alright, let me just speed up everything, because that's going to happen. Well, my average happiness is like 16. It's 116. Uh-oh. They picked a good spot this time. I mean, well, they almost did. And then they decided to get a fair bit too close. Oh my god, did the walls actually defend successfully? Holy crap. I mean, of course there were those guys, but wow. This wall was a great investment. Right. I have a lot of money available to me. So honestly, I think I'm going to strengthen up this by filling in the gaps here. I don't really think this is going to be too good of an idea, but honestly, with how many people I can probably fit in there, I can probably do it up to like a certain point. Yeah, I think I'll fill in these. Honestly, I think that's about all I can do now. I don't think I'll have enough money for the rest of it. Yeah, I think as I build these, that money is going to tank really badly. Though I do have a full 100 and like over 500 beds, which considering what I'm building is actually quite good. I mean, actually, I think I could fill in this entire wall here. Though we are still building all of them. So that number is still going to be going down. But yes, I think I will end the episode here. This may be the last episode of this because the lag is starting to get to a point where I can't really do much. I might, in my own time, try to build out this and then give like a flyby, but honestly, at this point, I'm not really certain if I can really do that. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a very wonderful day.